And welcome to Trojan Field in Beloit on Smoky Hills PBS. It's the 8-man Division II All-Star Game. I'm Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz. Larry, these kids and these coaches have had a great week this week. The weather's been great. It's time for football today.
Yes, it is, and the weather's been fantastic. David Dubert, kind of the ramrods the whole thing for like 17 years, I think. He said it's probably the best weather they've ever had in maybe all 37 years, or at least all he can remember. And, of course, the banquet last night, was incredible with the message that Grant Stevens played in the game, coached the game at all levels, and he had a great, inspiring speech for all the kids to enjoy. So that's just been a great week. They caught on fast, quick. The coaches said smart kids, some of the top elite. So that was just a blessing for everybody.
Rigo Hahn leading the way for Mineola. Brian Hadley leading the way on for Lebo on the east side. What have they been able to do this week to get themselves and these kids ready to go?
Well, I think just had good practices, and all the coaches said, hey, the kids are sharp, they're smart. They caught on to the scheme of everything that they wanted to do real fast, real quick. So that was even done after the first 3 practices. And so they're excited about it. It's just probably who makes the least mistakes and who keeps the other team from making the big plays, who controls the line of scrimmage. It ought to be a really great contest by both teams.
It should be fun to watch. They'll pad up and start hitting here pretty soon, but when we come back, we'll have your player introductions right here on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Hoxie State Insurance Agency Incorporated, serving the Hoxie and Winona, Kansas areas. Insurance Smart Incorporated, with 5 locations throughout north central Kansas. Midway Co-op Association of North Central Kansas congratulates our student athletes on their selection to the Division II All-Star Team. We are proud of your accomplishments. Miller Welding Incorporated, Downs, Kansas, serving our area youth in sports and academics. M&M Seeds, channel seedmanship at work, serving the Glen Elder, Kansas area.
For the East, number 5, Jared Eitzman from St. John's High School. Parents are Kelly Eitzman and Jennifer Halleck, and the head coach is Dean Gatewood. For the West, number 2, Tucker Uhl from South Central High School. Parents are Annie and Jennifer Uhl, and the head coach is Gene Glenn. From the East, number 9, Peyton Ellis from Lakeside High School. Parents are Lance Ellis and the late Christy McBride. Head coach is Drew Dusky. For the West, number 3, Gatlin Jewell from South Barber High School. Parents are Justin and Danielle Jewell, and the head coach is Matt Cantrell. For the East, number 10, Keaton Reeves from Pike Valley High School. Parents are Todd and Cherish Reeves, and the head coach is Jeremy Miller. From the West, number 5, Chance Hilger from Norwich High School. Parents are Shane and Sarah Hilger, and the head coach is Mike Wilmot. From the East, number 11, Cole Lacey from Racine Valley High School. Parents are Mark and Judy Lacey, and the head coach is John Bass. From the West, number 6, Dylan Van Lays from Logan High School. Parents are Tim and Robin Van Lays, and the head coach is Michael Hensley. From the East, number 14, Kylan Cunningham from Lakeside High School. Parents are Terry and Crystal Cunningham. The head coach is Drew Dusky. From the West, number 7, Cole Lemich from Central Plains High School. Parents are Greg and Sonia Lemich, and the head coach is Chris Steiner. From the East, number 15, Jay Schoen from Lakeside High School. Parents are Cale and Anna Schoen, and the head coach is Drew Dusky. From the West, number 8, Jake Willems from Wallace County High School. Parents are Brad and Jackie Willems, and the head coach is Brad Willems. From the East, number 18, Dayton Lentz from Osborne Junior Senior High School. The parents are Doug and Merritt Lentz, and the head coach is Steve Tiernan. From the West, number 10, Nate Bowman from Buckland High School. Parents are Craig and Lynn Bowman, and the head coach is Trevor Powell. From the East, number 21, Damian Foster from Waverly High School. Parents are David and Karen Foster, and the head coach is Nick Frenza. From the West, number 11, Ryan Heyer from Wheatland High School. Parents are Roger and Stephanie Heyer, and the head coach is Jesse Vincent. From the East, number 23, Caden Dellinghouse from Frankfurt High School. Parents are Dean and Danielle Dellinghouse, and the head coach is Nick Anderson. From the West, number 12, Bryson Duell from Mineola High School. Parents are Richie and Michelle Duell, and the head coach is Rigo Hahn. From the East, number 26, Phoenix Finnegan from Wakefield High School. Parents are Ryan Finnegan and Sarah Finnegan, and the coach is Chris Freeman. From the West, number 14, Kate Welch from Tri-Plains High School. The parents are Travis and Stacy Welch, and the head coach is Brett Gefeller. For the East, number 30, Olin Brown from Thunder Ridge High School. Parents are Robert and Barbara Brown, and the head coach is Joel Struckoff. From the West, number 16, Trey Vincent from Wheatland High School. Parents are Jesse Vincent and Dolly Theoblad, and the head coach is Jesse Vincent. From the East, number 34, Daxton Dunlap from Thunder Ridge High School. Parents are Jeff and Jenny Dunlap, and the head coach is Joel Struckoff. From the West, number 20, Scott Price from Buckland High School. Parents are Travis and Becky Price. Head coach is Trevor Powell. From the East, number 40, Owen Raby from Thunder Ridge High School. Parents are Daniel Raby and Trina Schrag, and the head coach is Joel Struckoff. From the West, number 22, Jaden Coleman from Dayton High School. Parents are John and Jayreen Coleman, and the head coach is Ken Simon. For the East, number 42, Rylan McGinnis from Onega High School. Parents are Zachary and Rebecca McGinnis, and the head coach is Ben Coulterman. From the West, number 24, Grant Schoenrock from Victoria High School. Parents are Ken and Amy Schoenrock, and the head coach is Doug Oberly. For the East, number 43, Austin O'Hara from St. Paul High School. Parents are Matthew and Julie O'Hara, and the head coach is Keith Wytrack. From the West, number 33, Judson Hibbs from Norwich High School. The parents are Roger and Carla Hibbs, and the head coach is Mike Wilmot. For the East, number 69, Philip Dobley from Hanover High School. Parents are Jean and Julie Dobley, and the head coach is Matt Hewer. For the West, number 35, Owen Hurd from South Central High School. The parents are James and Kelly Hurd, and the head coach is Gene Glenn. For the East, number 77, Xavier Brandt from Frankfurt High School. Parents are Jeremy and Holly Brandt, and the head coach is Nick Anderson. For the West, number 41, Isaac Mendez from Wheatland High School. Parents are Herman and Jan Zur and Maria Martinez, and the head coach is Jesse Vincent. For the East, number 87, Jason Ebbets from Onega High School. Parents are Chad and Amy Ebbets and Nicole and Jesse Chambly, and the head coach is Ben Coulterman. For the West, number 44, Colton Hahn from Mineola High School.
Parents are Rigo and Cherie Hahn. Head coach is Rigo Hahn. And from the east, number 88, Lane Bartley of Waverly High School. Parents are BJ and Jennifer Bartley, and the head coach is Nick Brenza. And for the west, number 77, Rustin Erickson from South Barber High School. Parents are Clint and Amy Erickson, and the head coach is Matt Cantrell. The head coach for the East All-Stars is Brian Hadley from Lebo High School, assisted by Nick Brenza from Waverly High School and Keith Waytrek from St. Paul High School. The head coach for the West is Rigo Hahn from Mineola High School, assisted by Trevor Powell, Buckland High School, and Mike Wilmot from Norwich High School.
There is your lineups for both the Division II West and Division II East squad, along with the coaching staff. We'll take a break. We'll be back to Trojan Field and Beloit right after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Midway Co-op Association of North Central Kansas congratulates our student athletes on their selection to the Division II All-Star Team. We are proud of your accomplishments. M&M Seeds, channel seedmanship at work, serving the Glen Elder, Kansas area. Miller Welding Incorporated, Downs, Kansas, serving our area youth in sports and academics. Insurance Smart Incorporated, with 5 locations throughout north central Kansas. Hoxie State Insurance Agency Incorporated, serving the Hoxie and Winona, Kansas areas.
And welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit. It is a little bit windy and it is warm here at Trojan Field as we get ready for the kickoff of the Kansas 8-Man Division II All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS. I'm Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jantz. Larry, this is something they haven't faced since 2-a-days back in August, this type of heat. So it'll be something the players, coaches, officiating crew, everybody's going to have to be aware of today to make sure everybody stays hydrated.
You're absolutely correct. And you also told me that at the end of the game it's supposed to be around 97 degrees. So that's going to be pretty toasty. I just hope that the officials and the coaches keep the kids hydrated during the game. That's the biggest concern. Maybe even 2 or 3 times each quarter if they have to. Just take a water break, keep them hydrated if they can't 7 in and out. But it's gonna be toasty. The field's in fantastic shape. And really, this is the hottest day they've had all week in practice today, game day, because it's been cool, unusual. Maybe the coolest in David Dubert, the camp director, in 17, 18 years. He said he don't ever remember it being this good of weather during the week.
Yeah, it's been fantastic this week, which has helped these kids prepare and not have to really concentrate as much on the heat factor. But today it definitely will be a factor. Now, one thing that these two teams are going to need to do today is you break it down, you get down to the nuts and bolts of it. They're going to have to take care of the football and execute.
Yes, they are. You're absolutely correct. Now they've got the coin tosser getting ready to flip, find out who's going to be kicking off and who's receiving.
Is there ever a rhyme or reason as to whether you want to receive or kick, in your opinion?
I think most people want to start on defense first because they want the kids to be physical. It depends if you know, how good you think your offense is. But I think a lot of times just to hit. At the first 4 or 5 plays, it's just around the game. There might be a little frustration, a little anxiety to begin with. Let's see what happens.
So the
East will receive, huh?
East is 1, and they will receive. So let's take a look at the starters for the game. First for the East offensively, the center is Austin O'Hara from St. Paul. Left guard, Owen Raby from Thunder Ridge. Right guard, Xavier Brandt from Frankfort. Tight end, Lane Bartley from Waverly. Wide receiver, Jay Schoen just down the road and from Lakeside. Quarterback is Kylan Cunningham from Lakeside. Running backs, Mason Schur and Dayton Lance, both from Osborne. Defensively for Division II West, they will go nose guard, Rusty Erickson from South Barber. Defensive ends, Chance Hilger from Norwich and Owen Hurd from South Central. Linebackers are Grant Schoenrock and Scott from Victoria and Scott Price from Buckland. Cornerback, Jaden Coleman from Dighton.
Nate Bowman from Buckland, and the free safety is Cole Lamach from Central Plains. On the offense for the West squad, it will be Tucker Uhl from South Central at a wide receiver. Right guard Judson Hibbs from Norwich. Center is Colton Hahn from Mineola. Tight end is Dylan Van Lays from Logan Palco. Brayton Dool from Mineola, left guard. Scott Price from Buckland is a slot back. Gatlin Jewell from South Barber, tailback. And Trey Vincent from Wheatland Grinnell is the quarterback for the West. D2 East defensively, Olin Brown from Thunder Ridge, Daxton Dunlap from Thunder Ridge, Philip Debley from Hanover, Rylan McGinnis from Onega, Damian Foster from Waverly, Phoenix Finnegan, maybe the best name of the whole week, from Wakefield, and Cole Lacey from Meridocene Valley getting the start defensively for the East squad. We're set, ready to go, kickoff underway. The Division II 8-man All-Star game. This one is going to be into the end zone and out of the end zone, and we are set and ready to go with the D2 East All-Stars. Again, Kylan Cunningham from Lakeside, the quarterback. 1,202 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions this year. He also ran for 644 yards and 21 touchdowns. Set and ready to go here on Smoky Hills PBS. Great to have everybody along. Football in June, you cannot go wrong.
No, and then, of course, the keys on offense for them, for the East, no turnovers. Let's get first downs, limit negative plays. So they want to keep the chains going and keep the zebras out of here, no dead flags, and move the sticks.
Cunningham up under center. Handoff. Second man through. Not
Too
much
far.
going on that play. And Mason Schur from Osborne on the carry. He's going to pick up a couple on the play. Boy, it looked like a rugby scrum in there for a second.
Yeah, Rusty Erickson from South Barber was in there helping on that tackle as well.
So Schur, the second man through that time with the carry. Try and keep track of everybody that's in and going. It's like Owen Brown in at fullback. Back to pass. Cunningham has time to throw. Wide open and dropped. Jason Abbott's from Onega would like to have that one back because there was nobody around him.
You got that right. He was just totally wide open.
Those can sometimes be really hard to catch because you're thinking so much about running the football because, hey, there's nobody here. I can just catch and go.
Yeah.
And that was not the case. Boy, Cunningham had all day back there to throw the football as well. Good job by the line.
But it brings up a third down and, a long 8, almost 9. And it looks like they're a little confused in the backfield, don't they? They're trying to help each other. Uh-oh.
And we're going to have a timeout for the East squad. Timeout East. We're going to keep it right here as we're just underway with 11:13 to go in the first quarter. And that's a perfect example of some things that can happen in a game like this. This team came together for the first time on Tuesday.
Yeah, and a lot of times these guys are competing against each other in the league. Now they're on the same team, and they're all all-stars in their own right, but now they're one of several, and try to get the game plan in just maybe 4 or 5 practices. It's tough.
And a wise move, taking a timeout there.
Yeah.
This is 3rd down and 8. Last thing you want to do is make a mistake early in this ball game and set your team back.
Well, Brian Hadley, the head coach up for the East from Lebo Wolves country, this is 20 years coaching, so he's not no rookie at it. He understands what it is. Hey, call timeout. Let's get it straight right now. Let's don't compound one negative thing or miscommunication and then multiply it into a turnover and error, not early in the game.
And Brian, even though he's in Lebo now, from just down the road in Osborne.
That's right.
Originally.
Yeah, that's where he was at. That's where he grew up as a kid.
So Lance in the slot on the near side. Jake Schoen from Lakeside on the outside. Schur will flank Cunningham on the right. Back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Has his man Lance. He is very close to the first down. In on the tackle was Cole Lamach. And he's going to be just short of the first down. I mean, just barely short of the first down. It is 4th down and about an inch.
Well, I got a feeling they're going to go for it, don't you? Oh, they got to check out for a measurement. They've asked for a measurement, though, Jeremy.
So we will make the chain gang get across the field here.
And that's don't cost anything to have that done. Also gives the time to set up a play in case they are short. Then they can dial up a number here by the Brain Trust with Nick.
It's short. It's short by a couple inches.
There we go.
And we have confirmed that the lines on the field are straight.
That's right.
So it'll bring up 4th down and an inch or so. You have to go for this, right?
Yeah, they use.
I mean, you don't have to, but
they use a power eye or a spread, a pistol. But this has been a power eye, so just a straight eye formation right now.
So Cunningham up underneath center. He's going to keep it. He has a first down and a little bit more. No sense in messing around with much anything right there.
No.
That's a pickup of 8 yards on the play and a first down for Kylan Cunningham.
You'll see them today, the East squad, East All-Stars. You'll see them run out of the power eye, the spread. They'll run little pistols. They even run some twin X, a double tight eye. They do that. They run about 4 or 5 multiple offenses. The East will.
Lane Bartley from Waverly split to the near side.
In motion.
Lance in motion. They're going to option it. Ball's on the ground. Sure picks it up. Puts his hand in the chest of the defender. And he's going to pick up a yard or two. Grant Schoenrock from Victoria on the tackle. We'll call it a pickup of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah. Grant Schoenrock on the tackle. He had 135 tackles this year. 3 fumble recoveries for Doug Oberly, the head coach, Victoria Knights. 6 foot, 180-pounder, Grant Schoenrock, number 24 today.
Young man can play some football.
Yes, he can, and he'll stick you. He'll hit you.
So 2nd down, 7 yards to go. 9:54 and counting here. It's going to be Cunningham will keep it, and he's going to be buried in the backfield. Rustin Erickson from South Barber in there. Had some help as well.
Yeah, Owen Hurd helped him. Owen Hurd was on the South Gray. 6 foot, 200-pounder. He had 73 tackles this year. Playing defensive end today for the West All-Stars.
3rd down and long for the West, or for the East, excuse me. Last 3rd down attempt they got it within an inch. There's an option to the right side. Sure, trying to get to the edge, and he is going to be hit and brought down short of the first down. Schroenrock there again. Had some help that time driving the runner back as Jaden Coleman from Dighton really forced that play back. And it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. It's 4th down.
And had Scott Price in there helping a little bit too. So the West had him covered that way. Stretched him out and let the end line, the sideline, stop Mason Sure that time for a short gain.
Well, looks like they're a little bit deeper than normal. We'll see if they do a quick kick here, if they're going to go for it on 4th down and 6. They are going to go for it. Passing. Looking. It is incomplete. Intended for Schoen. So Lakeside to Lakeside was incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. And the West All-Stars will take over 1st down and 10 at their own at the 38-yard line of the East All-Stars. Trey Vincent from Wheatland Grinnell will come out and lead the pack quarterback, and they will air this ball out.
Yes, they will. He had 2,442 yards passing this year, Trey Vincent. They lost the first game of the year to Axtell. Lost the last one, the state championship game in Axtell. Great year. Finished 11-2. for the Wheatland Grinnell team.
Yeah, we're ready to go. First down, 10 yards. Vincent floats it out in the flat to Jewell. He's going to be hit and dropped right away. Rylan McGinnis from Onega on the tackle. Gain of a yard. Second down, 9 yards to go. $7:57 to go first quarter. No score in this one. The Kansas 8-man Division II All-Star game. West squad in the green, East squad in the gold. Vincent going to option it to the right. Gets it off to Jewell. He is hit and brought down. Over there on the far side making the play was Cole Lacey from Meridocene Valley. And a pickup of a couple on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, 3rd down and 7 for the West. Let's see what Trey Vincent and his coach Rigo Hans got dialed up this time.
Well, they really liked some of those crossing patterns in practice.
Yes, they did.
Bringing guys across the field with speed, easy to get lost. There's the throw out in the flat. Catch is made by Price. He is drilled out of bounds.
Number 30 got him.
Oh, what a play by Owen Brown from Thunder Ridge. Down to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. It'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Olin Brown is 5'10", 220-pounder for the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Had 127 tackles this year, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery.
4th down. They got the kitchen sink in the backfield right now. A bobbled snap going absolutely nowhere. Cade Welsh from Tri-Plains was back there, received the snap, and he is tackled behind the line, a loss of a yard on the play, and it's a turnover on downs. So early in this ball game, Larry Jantz, defense is the name of the game.
Yes, it is. And generally in all-star games, defense is a part of the game that comes together quicker than the offensive side of the ball. So, again, the East team, they wanted to be physical on defense, create turnovers, and limit big plays. And they just did that this time, got a turnover on downs. So
two teams with the turnover on down.
Yes.
Now the East offense will have a second crack at it. Primarily on the ground in their first drive. Dayton Lance in motion. And throw it, and it's actually going to be a run. It was a backward pass. And Lance is brought down over on the far side. Scott Price on the tackle. A pickup of 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, a little misdirection there. And of course, offensive keys for victory for them is no turnovers, get first downs, keep the chains moving, and limit negative plays. That would be the Brian Hadley's keys to offense, winning a game. And if it goes the last possession to win a game, they want the ball in the hands of number 4, Mason Schur.
Yeah, that's a good one to put the ball in his hands.
I agree with you.
He is quick and he is strong. Lance in motion. They throw it out to him again. It's a backwards pass, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And right about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And bring up 3rd down.
They'll be setting up that short pass to fake it to him, then send somebody else deep back on the naked side. And he's going to be wide open for a touchdown if they do that.
Yeah, they're setting that up. Ran it a couple times so far. So Cunningham from Lakeside, the 6', 170-pounder. Well, he could have woke up in his own bed about 30 minutes ago, drove over here, and been here in time.
Yes,
if he wanted to.
Yeah.
3rd down, 4.
He wouldn't have missed anything, would he? No. Uh-oh.
Boy, we had going to have a false start, I believe.
Somebody dialed up the wrong number.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the East. First penalty of the ball game, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah. Cunningham still the quarterback. You got Scher back there with him on Mason is the tailback.
Cunningham to throw. Throws it out in the flat. Oh, my goodness. Mason Scher got drilled thanks to Nate Bowman from Buckland. Boy, he read that thing and came in like a missile.
Yeah. Nate Bowman, he's playing cornerback today for the Buckland Aces. 5'9", 165 pounds. He just caught Mason up in the air, not knowing what it is. It made it look like a tougher hit than what it really was. You ain't got to hurt Mason.
You want to go out there and take that hit?
Not today. In my younger days, I brought hit like that too.
So 4th down and a punting situation. Philip Debley in punting formation for the East squad. That ball is blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So 1st down and 10 from the 35 as Debley's punt is partially blocked, and it will go over to the West All-Stars. 1st down and 10 from the 35. Good field position. Again, defense really looking strong early on both sides.
Yeah, that there ball, the kick was partially blocked by Scott Price from Buckland, the 5'9", 165-pounder. He had 106 tackles this year on defense, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. Number 20, Scott Price, today playing for, even his coach, Trevor Powell, is one of the assistant coaches on the West team. But now 1st and 10 for the West.
Vincent will take the snap. Back to pass, under a little pressure, gets rid of it. It is nearly intercepted. That ball floated on him, and back there waiting on it was Cole Lacey from Meridocene Valley. It's incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, Cole Lacey, 6'3", 185-pounder. If he's 6'5", 6'6", he might have caught that one because he came close to the way it was. Playing cornerback or defensive back today for the East All-Stars. Cole Lacey. So we got 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Now what's Trey Vincent and the West team have drawn up the sleeve?
Price in motion. 2nd man through is Jewell. We have a flag on the play. Oh, what a play defensively that time.
Yep, number 21.
Foster on the tackle from Waverly. We have a flag on the play, and I believe they are going to decline this penalty because it's either going to be 2nd down and 20 or 3rd down and about 13 and almost 14.
Yeah, they have a nice tackle there by Damian Foster. Kind of read the blitzed him. Had 89 tackles this year, 1 interception, 4 fumble recoveries.
So here we go, 3rd down, and we'll call it 13.
Yep.
Ball rests just outside the 31-yard line. So after the block punt, the offense has not been able to take advantage for the West.
Well, we got Twins to the right. Vince is back there. It's going to be an RPO, probably a little run-pass option.
Back to pass Vincent. He's under pressure. Throws it up the field, incomplete. No flags on the play. Pressure coming from number 87, Jason Abbott's. And it's going to be on 4th down.
There's a nice pass. Had a nice spiral pass. Just a little too tall for a receiver out there. But 4th down, it looks like a punt formation coming up here, looks like, Jeremy.
Caden Faust from Otis Bison in punt formation for the West squad. Mason Scher from Osborne back deep for the East. Snap back. Faust gets the punt away.
That's a nice one.
That one's going to check up and be downed inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line. And the ball was not dead, and I'll tell you what, Nick Ferenza from one of the assistant coaches over here on the near side from Waverly, he was not happy about it at all. Brian Hadley having a discussion as well. Now my question is, what are they doing?
They're going to run it again? Replay? What are they going to do?
No? Well,
good. I bet they're saying we blew it, we're going to do it again. That's what I'm thinking.
Now we're going to replay 4th down. Well, technically, wouldn't that be an inadvertent whistle?
Yeah. Invert whistle.
That wouldn't be a replay of a down, though, would it? I'm referring to you as the official. Would that be a replay of the down, or can you?
Oh, they're just making up rules as they go along. I don't know. I'm just.
Well, that's a new one to me.
No, not an all-star game. So.
Yeah, they're liking this, but if something bad happens here for the East, they might have preferred to take the original play.
Yeah. I used to be more about knowledge of the rules, Jeremy. But it's been so long. That's a.
Oh, they blew it dead again.
No, but he touched it. He deadened the ball then. That's illegal.
The guy touched it down here too, but it's got to be down.
The ball has to be stopped. The ball has to stop. The ball has to stop.
What's the odds of that happening? 2 similar plays back to back.
Not very good, but you thought we'd have.
Well, we're consistent anyway.
And we're going to do it again. The official over on the far side at the 10-yard line is like, I cannot believe I just did that. I cannot believe I just did that.
Well, one thing about it, we're consistent here. We're consistent. Gonna have it. Well, we're gonna.
You know, Faust should just kick this thing into the end zone, and then we won't have to worry about it anymore.
And the punt just died and came back, both times and then touched.
This is I've watched a lot of football in my lifetime at the age of 46, and I've never seen that happen 2 times in a row.
You mean 46 years you've watched it? I didn't think he was that old.
I know I don't look it, but.
Well, I know. I do.
Here we go.
For the 3rd time, it's 4th down and 12 yards to go.
This punt coverage team's probably tired of this too.
Oh.
Sure fumbles the football and gets on it. Back at like the 7-yard line, which is where we originally would have been in the first place.
I think this play's going to stand. This play's going to stand.
I'm not laughing because he fumbled the football, but in the long run, it ended right exactly where it would have been the last 2 times.
Yeah, I hear you.
Again, what are the chances? Not very good.
Slim and none.
Now they're talking over the rules.
Only in America would that happen.
Well, I don't think it'll get any more strange than what we just had there in 3 straight plays. So let's play ball now with 4:54 to go in the first quarter. The East Gold squad with it. Cunningham hands it off. Sure, with the carry, he's stacked up. Lamach comes in and finishes him off. Grant Schoenrock with the initial contact. 2nd down and 9.
You will hear those two guys' names quite often today. Cole Lamach from Central Plains, Claflin, you might say. 6 foot, 175 pounder, had 77 tackles this year, 4 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries. He's one tough dude.
Right side Cunningham.
Oh!
Lowers the shoulder. Gets brought down, but really delivered a hit on Jaden Coleman from Dighton, who made the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd down and 5.
I think Jaden Coleman looked like he was going to bear hug him down, but it was the other way around. The Bulldogs just pancaked him. Huh? About pancaked him, didn't he? Without any syrup or butter on it. Down you go.
3rd down. Said that a lot, both teams today.
Yeah. There we go.
Lance in motion.
Uh-oh. Oh, look what I
We
got.
had a false start.
First.
False start first, snap second.
Snap second.
Rusty Erickson's like, hey, I have the ball.
Yeah. He's from the south. Rusty Erickson.
So the East squad is thankful for that 5-yard penalty.
Yes, they are. Rusty was all over that one.
You're taught as a defensive lineman, if the offensive line moves, and you go. And he went.
Yeah. I talked to Rusty. He lives in Oklahoma and drives across the border to play for South Barber Chieftains. So he lives in Oklahoma and plays football in Kansas.
3rd down and 10. Looks like the same play. Cunningham to throw. Moves to his left. Pulls the ball down. Throws it out in the flat. Catch is made. And look at Lamach. Makes that tackle and prevents the 1st down. Lane Bartley with the catch, but he's short of the 1st down by a yard, a gain of 9.
Cole Lamach is making Chris Steiner proud, isn't he? The old Claflin coach, our Central Plains Oilers. Chris Steiner, the old coach there. He taught that boy well. Fundamentalist. Nice tackle, Cole.
Get your head across, wrap up, and drive through.
He did it. He did everything you just said.
4th down and a yard. Debley is back in punt formation. Last punt he had was partially blocked. Snap is back. Punt is away. Decent punt. It's going to land, take a nice bounce, go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Philip Debley, 43-yard punt, no return. 1st down and 10 from the 20 for the West All-Stars as they'll take over.
Yep, Philip Debley from Hanover. A nose guard on defense. Philip is 6'5", 220 pounders. I talked to him over the weekend. There's a couple other guys from Hanover invited to come, but they just decided not to come play football this summer. Maybe because they knew it was going to be a little extra hot today, a little toasty.
A little warm.
A little warm.
Head coach Matt Hoyer.
He's here.
They have had, they have built one heck of a program up in Hanover.
You might say it's a little Wildcat dynasty going on up there.
So the West takes over, 1st down and 10.
Yes, it is.
Ball's at 20-yard line. Vincent from Wheatland Grinnell, the Thunderhawk, throws it out in the flat. Foster with the catch. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, pushed out of bounds across. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out at the 27. Pickup of 7 yards on the play.
Well, he's got some wheels. They get some wheels if they can get him out in the
Scott
open.
Price on the catch.
Yes.
They love to get the ball in Scott Price's hands in open territory.
The last 2 or 3 practices we saw him play, man, he was all over the place, wasn't he?
Certainly
little
was.
Scott Price. 5'9", 165 pound. Little stick of dynamite.
Second down, 3 yards to go from the 27. Back to pass. Vincent throws it up the field, intercepted. Intercepted by Olin Brown from Thunder Ridge. He's still on his feet, and it takes three guys to get him down. So Olin Brown with the interception. He had 2 picks for the Longhorns this year, and he's a little slow to get up. But he does get the interception.
Well, you got the trainer going to take some serious action on him a little bit. He'll walk it off knowing him. He's a tough kid. Olin Brown, 5'10", 220. Had 127 tackles, 2 interceptions. Added another one today. Give him the 3rd interception, 1 fumble recovery. Olin Brown from Thunder Ridge, Longhorns.
So the first
Thunderhawks, I mean.
big mistake of the day as Vincent threw it into traffic and Olin Brown undercut that route and picked it off.
He's down on the turf, taking a break.
1st and 10. The ball in West Territory. Cunningham throws it out in the flat. Catch is made by Schoen.
Good tackle.
He's brought down at the 30, a gain of 3.5 on the play.
Jaden Coleman on the tackle. 6'1", 180-pounder. 77 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. For the Dighton Hornets, number 22 today for the West team, Jaden Coleman.
1 minute, 30 seconds left to go in the game. First quarter, that is. 2nd down and 7 yards to go, or a short 7, long 6.
Trying to get Mason Sure open if they get him out in space. Oh, they're gonna
Cunningham to throw, throws it out in the flat.
Oh, mercy.
And it's nearly picked. And I am surprised we don't have a flag on the play. It looked like Nate Bowman came through the receiver a little bit before that, but the referee has a better view than I do.
Sure. Yeah, number 10, Nathan Bowman broke that pass up, almost had an interception. 73 tackles, 3 interceptions this year, and 1 fumble recovery for the Buckland Aces. And
3rd down.
And Trevor.
Again, defense runs supreme.
Looks like they got a little mix-up in here. Oh, we're going to have 2 of them in motion. Now let's get it set.
Now everybody's set. We're ready to go. Cunningham under pressure, looking for the 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds short of the 1st down. They'll mark it 27-yard line. It'll bring a gain of 3 on the play. It's 4th and 4.
But good old Brian Hadley just got through sending in the next play. We're in the process of sending it in right now. So Cunningham's got the call. See if we can go execute it. They want to have no turnovers, get 1st downs, and limit negative plays for the East All-Stars. Head coach, Brian Hadley from Liebel Wolves country down by Emporia.
Looking over here on the near side, it looks like Olin Brown is going to be ready to go on this next defensive series
They're gonna keep
for
him
the
out.
East.
Yeah, they ain't going to keep him out of the game. He's a tough dude.
4th down and 4. Over the middle, pass is incomplete. Would have been short of the 1st down anyway.
Turnover and down.
Dayton Lance, the intended receiver. Caden Faust from Otis Bison on the coverage, and it is a turnover on downs. Caden Faust on the breakup that time for the West All-Stars.
And Caden Faust is, of course, the 6'2", 175-pounder from Otis Bison Cougars. Number 1 broke that pass up. Turnover and downs. 1st and 10, West.
Vincent quickly out in the flat. Price makes a catch, makes a few guys miss, and he's going to have himself a 1st down near midfield. Going to pick up 12 yards and a 1st down.
That was a quick 12 yards, too, because when he gets the ball, he can scoot. It don't take him long to stick it in overdrive, does it, Jeremy?
No, it does not.
We watched old Scott Price do that a lot in practice the last couple of days, didn't we?
Yeah, he's very active.
He can scoot it.
Very, very active. Tucker Ohl from South Central. Split to the near side. Gonna hand it off up the middle. Nothing going. Damian Foster in on the tackle. Gatlin Jewell on the carry. Gain of a yard on the play.
Yeah, Jewell, he did a lot of damage this year for the South Barber Chieftains. Had 207 carries for 1,309 yards, 28 touchdowns.
And that is the end of the first quarter. We have no score in the Kansas 8-man Division II All-Star game from Trojan Field in Beloit. We're back after this timeout on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Insurance Smart Incorporated, with 5 locations throughout north central Kansas. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. M&M Seeds, channel seedmanship at work, serving the Glen Elder, Kansas area. H&B Communications, committed to connection. Midway Co-op Association of North Central Kansas congratulates our student athletes on their selection to the Division II All-Star Team. We are proud of your accomplishments. SurePoint Ag Systems and SurePoint Electronics, Atwood, Kansas. Miller Welding Incorporated, Downs, Kansas, serving our area youth in sports and academics. Hoxie State Insurance Agency Incorporated, serving the Hoxie and Winona, Kansas areas.
Back at Trojan Field in Beloit on Smoky Hills PBS, Jeremy McGuire along with analyst Larry Jantz and the Smoky Hills PBS crew. Great to have everybody along here. And Larry, it's been all defense in the first quarter.
Yeah. Defense has been shutting them out, get turnover on downs, and it completes the pass. They're trying the best on offense, but it's just not clicking, or at least not consistently yet. You might have 1 or 2 positive plays and 2 or 3 that's much say on the negative side. So a little inconsistency, both teams on offense. Defense is keeping both teams in the game.
So we have 2nd down and 10 from just inside their own territory, about the 39 3/4 yard line.
There you go.
For the Division II West. Vincent throws it. Fumbled!
Oh, recovered.
It's fumbled and recovered. Rylan McGinnis.
No, it's intercepted.
Intercepted. We'll call it an interception, but Rylan McGinnis has the football, and it's a turnover. McGinnis on the interception that time.
It looked like it was going to be fun, but he didn't have the ball long enough to tuck it in to count an actual reception. Bounced out of his hands right into the breadbasket. The East All-Stars got it now.
Second turnover of the ball game for the West. Both interceptions, one by Olin Brown and the most recent by Rylan McGinnis.
From Onega, 63 tackles this year and 1 interception. Today makes it his 2nd interception.
Back to pass Cunningham. Throws it up the field, looking for Schoen, incomplete. Coverage provided by Nate Bowman. You wonder how many times those guys were able to make that completion in their careers with the Lakeside Knights.
I bet you several times. Because Schoen had, 47 receptions for 1,088 yards and 15 touchdowns this year. So I'd say several times. And Cunningham threw the ball for 1,202 yards. So all but 200 yards went to Schoen.
Yeah, not bad. So 2nd down and 10. Which offense will be able to make something happen?
Oh,
this might be it. Sure. Mason Sure. He's all the way for the touchdown. Mason Sure from 34 yards out And the East All-Stars make that turnover pay, and they're in the end zone for the first score of the game. 44 yards for Mason Schur.
He couldn't wait any longer to pitch it, and what a timing he was pitched it. And once he got outside and turned the corner, the jets were turned on, overdrive. Mason Schur, end zone bound. And he said, Wes, see if you can read the tag number of the truck that just passed you, because I'm in the end zone. Making Steve Tiernan proud. Huh?
Absolutely. His kid. Well, his
no,
on his team.
It's Tiernan's good coaching probably did that. Yeah, sure it is.
You can't coach speed. You know
you
that,
can't,
right?
Really?
Cunningham to throw it for 2. Throws it in the flat. Catch is made. Coming down with the football. Looks like Lane Bartley on the receiving end. And with 11:38 to go here in the first half.
Yeah.
East on top by a score of 8-0. And Larry Jantz, that makes those turnovers hurt even worse when they put one in the end zone on you.
Yeah. Yep. And then an extra point attempt. We're good. Nice pass. Of course, that Lane Bartley from Waverly, 6'4", 180-pounder, making his assistant coach on the East team proud. Old Nick Forenza from Waverly, assistant for Brian Hadley. And Keith Waytrack from Sedan is the other coach on the East All-Stars.
St. Paul.
St. Paul, excuse me. Yep, sorry. They're down in the same neck of the woods. St. Paul.
Well, here comes the East to kick off. The West offensively, they've really struggled. Unofficially, I have the West for 23 total yards here in the first half and 2 turnovers.
Not a good sign.
That does not translate well.
No, it doesn't.
Philip Debley will kick it off. Jewell into the end zone, and that is a touchback.
Yes, it is.
Momentum took him back. It'll be first down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Well, they finally get everything going here. Finally get the players in. Translate from the offense to our defense to offense, vice versa. And see what the West team has, what Coach Riggle Hahn has up his sleeve. Him and Trevor Powell and Mike Wilmot from Norwich.
I'll spread them out a little bit here.
Yeah, they did.
Vincent puts it up, has a man out there. It is caught. That is a first down. Lamach all the way down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
36 yards and a first down.
And he's wasn't a back. He's a backup on offense, but Cole's in there today. 6 foot, 175-pounder from Central Plains. And he had, he's mostly running a butt ball for the Central Plains Oilers, but a nice reception today.
Tucker Uhl to the far side. Got Price to the near side. Vincent under pressure, throws it up the field, nearly intercepted. Olin Brown nearly got his hands on it, but credit to Phoenix Finnegan from Wakefield with the pressure that made that pass from Vincent very difficult.
Yeah, he's playing left end today for the East All-Stars. Phoenix Finnegan, 6 foot, 185-pounder from Wakefield. Had 41 tackles this year. and 2 fumble recoveries. Number 26, Phoenix Finnegan for the East, broke that play up.
It is now 2nd down and 10.
The yard marker.
I'm going to say, even though the yard marker hasn't changed, there they go.
Oh, you got it for a second. They got to put new batteries in that machine over there to make it work. New batteries, you know.
The batteries might be wearing down with the heat today.
Well, that's true. It just sucks the energy right out of them batteries.
Vincent to throw it.
Oh,
Throws it up the field. Has a man out there. It is caught! It's a touchdown!
well, sure it is.
What a play by Tucker Uhl from South Central. Well, he went up and plucked that thing out of the air, and the West All-Stars are a 2-point conversion away from tying it.
And that was a very long spiral pass by Trey Vincent. Great throw. He was throwing off his back foot, too.
And he had a safety valve out here that would have gotten 20 or 30 yards. He had zeroed in all the way on that guy. I didn't either.
Wow. That's Tucker Uhl, 6'2", 170-pounder from South Central. Wide receiver, had 50 catches for 576 yards this year and 10 touchdowns.
Vincent's going to run it, dives into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. 10:56 to go in the first half, and we are tied at 8 here on Smoky Hills PBS.
And just like that, it's a tie ball game, right when we started.
So both teams getting stops early defensively. Last 2 drives have resulted in touchdowns for both teams.
Yes, sir.
So the offenses, it takes a while to kind of get your feel for how the game's going to go offensively, and then once you figure it out, you can figure out a few plays that work. You can start to exploit some of the weaknesses in the defense.
That's when they change the scheme. You know, and the coaches always want the kids come back. Let us know what their kids are doing out there so we can make the adjustments. Don't wait until halftime or so it was too late. Let us know what they're doing. The block and left or, you know, just little things out there. Are they blitzing from this side or that side?
See, pretty good crowd on hand over here on the near side here at Trojan Field in Beloit on what is a warm afternoon in north central Kansas. Currently 93 degrees.
93.
Kick is on the way, and it is returnable. Lacey from Meridocene Valley brought down from behind, and on that play was Ryan Heyer from Wheatland Grinnell.
And Coach Riggle Hahn said the biggest surprise so far in the camp this year was that Ryan Heyer from Wheatland. It has been his greatest single surprise as far as development. But the guys that keep him loose, he said, there's no play. He says he's like a player and a coach on the field. He said that dude named Scott Price of Buckland, it keeps them all in humor in practice. Imagine that.
First down and 10 yards to go. Stacked eye formation. Handoff.
Cross.
Second man through. Nothing.
Little
Sure
cross.
is hit and dropped. In on the tackle that time was Owen Hurd of South Central. Loss of a couple on the play.
Owen Hurd, defensive end, South Central. 6 foot, 200-pounder.
Sure, 6 carries, unofficially 51 yards, and a touchdown today.
Yeah. Twins to the left.
Shown with the catch on the outside. He's going to be hit. He's going to be dropped. Scott Price. No, that's not Price. That's Nate Bowman,
Yeah,
his
number 10.
teammate on the tackle. So a gain of 3 on the play. It's 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, good tackle by Nate Bowman. Had 73 tackles this year. 3 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery for the Buckland Aces. And good job right then.
Third down. 9 yards. They need the 25 for a first down. Just outside the 25 for a first down. Cunningham to throw. Has time. Goes up the field. Incomplete.
Oh, no flag.
No flags. It'll be up 4th down.
He didn't get tripped by the defensive guys. The line got him. He tripped over them lines. The damn chalk was too thick. Jeremy tripped him up. Imagine that.
So punt situation. Cunningham will come off. Lane Bartley back on. Philip Debley stands at his 6-yard line. Cole Lamach back. Debley gets the punt off. It's a beauty. That is a rocket and bounces out of bounds, I would say, about the 13-yard line.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark it at the 12, so it'll be 1st down and 10. And Philip Debley, a nice punt there, Larry Jansen, gives his defense a good shot as he pushes the West offense back inside their own 15.
Would you expect anything less out of Hanover Wildcat? Huh?
Not typically.
No. That coach, Matt Hoyer, he is just one offensive genius how he creates things up there to Hanover. What a dynasty he's got going.
They've had great teams up there for a long, long time.
He's coached in his hometown. He grew up there. Matt did, that is.
9:02 to go first half. We are tied at 8. Vincent all by himself in the backfield this time.
The empty backfield.
He's going to throw under pressure off his back foot down the seam, incomplete. Jewell was the intended receiver. If he's able to lead him on the inside, that could have happened, but
yeah,
boy, he waited as long as he could to get rid of that football.
And he did that, and he had to unload it, didn't he? He either unloaded or he's going to get sacked.
And we got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with you. 8:56 to go here in the first half.
It'd be smart.
8-8 is the score here on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Landmark Implement. Experience the Landmark difference. Schooler Company, located in Downs, Kansas, serving our agribusiness customers in the Downs area. Leitner Buildings, LLC, Hayes, Kansas. Dietz and Hardman Law Office, Osborne and Smith Center, Kansas.
Programming on Smoky Hills PBS is made possible in part by an underwriting grant from Nextech, providing the area with top-notch broadband, business, technology, and advertising solutions. Nextech proudly supports public broadcasting and all of its ventures, impacting the economic growth of rural communities.
Back at Trojan Field in Beloit. Scores tied 8-8 with 8:56 to go here in the second quarter. Defense has been the name of the game. Both teams had one offensive drive where they've been able to put the ball in the end zone, and that is it, Larry Jantz.
Yeah, 8:56 to go to halftime, and tie ball game, 8-8. But there might be a few water breaks from here on out. You said, what, 93 degrees a while ago when you checked?
Yeah, last check it was 93 degrees.
But it went up since
Still
then.
is 93 degrees.
Okay.
The good thing is there's a wind out of the
Kind of south.
out of the southwest that is helping things a little bit.
Occasionally feel it here in the press box. Occasionally.
Occasionally we do feel it.
But not frequent enough.
Not as much as we'd like to. If it was coming out of the southeast, we might have a chance.
That's right.
But we got the winds with the trees over here to the west.
Well, we're going to see what the West got dialed up now. Go second down at 10 yards to go, Jeremy. Going to have Vincent back there in a empty backfield. Going to have receivers split both ways. Twins to the right, single to the left. Moving down the Van Lays, the 6'6", 690-pounder over to the left end.
Vincent to throw it up the field. Lamach is out there. It's incomplete. Coverage provided that time by Cole Lacey. Undercut it a little bit, made it really difficult for Lamach to get his hands on it.
Now, I'll guarantee you, if you send somebody under that route, send somebody deep, fake that one underneath of it, they still could be running.
Third down, 10 yards.
My question would be, have Trey Vincent fake the long pass, Jeremy, and hit somebody underneath of it because you need 10 yards, basically, to get the 15-yarder. Don't worry about the 30-yarder or the touchdown strike.
Thing that he's facing is pressure, even faking a long pass.
That's right.
That extra second or so is difficult. Throw out in the flat. Jewell with the catch. Jewell with the first down.
Yes.
Gets it across the 25 out to the 28-yard line.
But that's a quick out pattern, and that's why it worked. Didn't have much time to throw. Had a quick out, good reception, good pattern, good throw, good catch. First down, move the sticks for the West.
Third first down of the ball game for the West.
And the West said, with the game's on the line to win, who do you want the football in hand? And they said, hey, we want it in Scott Price's hand, the old Buckland Ace. All 5'9", 165-pounder, number 20 today. Of course, part of their game plan is to just try to get guys in motion and get them in space to create havoc on the defense. So here we go, 1st and 10.
Price gets a little push pass, trying to get all the way to the edge, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds. Olin Brown is over there. Yeah. Cole Lacey. We've called those two names a lot defensively for the East.
Yes, you have.
Be a loss of a couple on the play.
And Cole Lacey's playing, of course, he's playing cornerback or defensive back for the East All-Stars. 6'3", 185-pounder. You see they got some of the guys that are linebackers and the D-backs, they got their hands on their hips. They're feeling the heat, Jeremy.
Well, yeah, everybody that's going to be out there is going to be feeling the heat a little bit. So that's why it's really important that when you come off the field, you get hydrated, even if you don't think you're thirsty.
That's true.
Boy, jailhouse break as they came after Vincent, and that pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up third down. Boy, Vincent went back to pass, was looking for Dylan Van Lays, and he didn't even have a chance to set his feet and throw an accurate pass on that play.
You're correct. You're right. And he got a big target. Big hit that. The kid from Logan Palco area. 6'6", 190-pounder. Tight end. Number 6, Dylan Van Lees.
Throw out in the flat. Catch is made. Not nearly enough for a first down as Cade Welsh makes the catch. He's going to pick up 6 yards. Going to bring up 4th down and 6.
And had Philip Debley was over there to help out too. Number 69 nose guard today from Hanover, 6'5", 220. Had 91 tackles this year and a fumble recovery from Hanover Wildcats. So now 4th down and a long 6.
Punting situation, Caden Faust will punt the ball away. Mason Schur back to receive it. Hopefully we have a smooth transition here.
Nice punt.
Schur is going to watch that one land out of bounds, and they are going to mark it right at the 9-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for the East at the 9-yard line with 7:05 to go in the first half.
And that was a very nice punt.
Well, you can see that the West wants to keep the ball out of Mason Schur's hands.
Yes, they did.
When they're punting it that way.
Well, he even anchored the in-state track a week ago. He anchored their relay to a first-place finish. Quick little spurt.
First down and 10. Option to the right. Pitch to Schur. They move him back inside. He's brought down. Grant Schoenrock is over there on the tackle. Also getting in there was Chance Hilder from Norwich. Gave him a couple on the play.
Second and long 8, looks like.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Game tied at 8 points apiece. In the flat, Dayton Lance turning on the Jets. Dayton Lance on the move, and he is going to be out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 40 yards on the catch and run for Dayton Lance.
And he let old Jake Schoen go ahead and bring the play in too. Cool by Brian Hadley. Buck that into Cunningham, so.
Option to the right, Cunningham keeps it. He is buried. Rusty Erickson on the tackle. Hilger with the initial contact and a loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12.
He kind of bulldogged him down. He's a weightlifter. That's what he told me when I saw him during the week, talked to him. He said he does a lot of powerlifting. And like I said earlier, he lives in Oklahoma, drove across the border to go to school at the South Barber Chieftains in Kiowa. Kind of unusual.
Well, I saw his pickup in the parking lot
Oklahoma tags
this week with the Oklahoma tags. He had some nice fishing gear in the back.
He did?
He still does, as far as I know, but there's some nice fishing gear. I'd go fishing with that guy.
Uh-oh. Delay game, maybe.
See what the call is. Delay game.
No.
4 minutes, 25 seconds. Back to pass, Cunningham throws it down the field, nearly intercepted. Nate Bowman with his hands on it. He could not intercept it. Incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 17.
Had to wait for him to get back to the huddle for him to call another play, Jeremy.
Well, he was down there a ways.
Yeah. Might have to stop by the hydrating station on the way back.
The way it feels right now, they should.
Uh-oh.
Cunningham under pressure, throws it up, incomplete.
That was like a missile.
Was tipped and then went right by Lane Bartley. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we got Twins to the left. Cunningham's
4th
gonna
down.
run. Yeah.
They need the 18 for a 1st down. They throw it out to Lance. And he is hit from behind. He'll be short of the 1st down. Owen Hurd, Cole Lamach on the tackle.
Turnover on down.
Pickup of 7 yards, short of the 1st down. It's a turnover on downs. Again, defense is the name of the game. Neither offense really able to get
sluggish
on track.
I'd say sluggish is a proper word.
That would be appropriate.
I find out Rodrigo Hahn, Trevor Powell, and Mike Wilmot have up the sleeve now for the West All-Stars. There we got them split. We got Twins both ways.
Vincent solo in the backfield by himself.
Think you're going to pass? Ha.
Quick pass out in the flat. Jewell with the catch, lowers his shoulder, crosses the 30, up to the 33-yard line, picked up 5 yards. It is 2nd down.
And Reed's come in the ball game right now for defense for Pike Valley. He's the one who had that hamstring pull.
Yeah, he had some issues, but it's good to see him able to be out there for a play. His
few plays.
Mom Cherish is a high school classmate of mine.
Well, I'll be darned. Did she set the curve? She's a straight A student?
You know, I don't even remember. I think she was a good student. We got along well. Vincent on the carry. He's going to no gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Phil Dudley on that. Debley on that there tackle. 91 tackles, 1 fumble recovery for the Hanover Wildcats this year. 6'5", 220, playing nose guard today for the East All-Stars. And they're using most of the play clock each time. They're finally be called a timeout.
Got a timeout, and we'll take it with you. 2:32 to go, 1st half. We're tied at 8 on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by H&B Communications, committed to connection. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. The Brush Group, LLC, Downs, Kansas. Simpson Farm Enterprises of Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit. SurePoint Ag Systems and SurePoint Electronics, Atwood, Kansas.
3rd down, 4 yards to go for the West All-Stars with 2:32 to go here in the 1st half. We're tied at 8. Tucker Uhl into the end zone. Mason Schur into the end zone. There's
First
a pass
down.
completed for a first down. Tucker Uhl on the receiving end. Keaton Reeves on the tackle for Pike Valley.
He played back off it quite a bit, so that was a good read. Good Tucker Uhl caught that pass, 6'2", 170-pounder. Had 25 receptions this year for 513 yards and 7 touchdowns for South Central. Did a good job right then. Nice throw, good catch. First down, move the sticks. And there we go, West. The West. Trey Vincent's got the play called. Now see
Jewel
if they,
beside him on the left.
see if they can execute it.
Back to pass.
Better,
Under pressure. Rolling to his right. Throws it up the field. Incomplete. Knocked away by Reeves. And he is a little slow to get up.
His hammy.
Comes off the field, and you know, I think he knew he might have a few plays in him today. Talked to his mom before the game and said, well, we'll see how he does, and he makes the play there. And he'll bring up second down and 10.
Remember on this team here is that the Frankfurt kid got hurt at the state track meet on triple jump, remember?
Yep.
Terrible deal, and he got replaced, and they knew Reeves had his hamstrings pulled. It's going to be a game time decision whether he got to play today or not. And maybe he's played about all he can play. We'll see and find out. Second and 10.
Throw out in the flat. Catch is made. Well short of the first down. Pickup of maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah. Well, they got him spread out.
Here we go. Back to pass Vincent. Throws off his back foot down the field. Has Van Lays incomplete. Knocked away at the last moment. In on the coverage was Daxton Dunlap from Thunder Ridge, and he just got his hand in there, Larry Jans.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's a smart play by him, just getting that hand in there. The cornerback and D-back today for these All-Stars is Daxton Dunlap, a 5'10", 160-pounder from Thunder Ridge. He had 49 tackles and 3 interceptions this year coming into the All-Star game. Good thing that he broke that up, or it's going to be a touchdown, assuming the receiver would have caught the ball.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with you with 50 seconds to go in the half. Timeout on the field. We're back after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Landmark Implement. Experience the Landmark difference. Schooler Company, located in Downs, Kansas, serving our agribusiness customers in the Downs area. Dietz and Hardman Law Office, Osborne and Smith Center, Kansas.
Programming on Smoky Hills PBS is made possible in part by an underwriting grant from Nextech, providing the area with top-notch broadband, business, technology, and advertising solutions. Nextech proudly supports public broadcasting and all of its ventures, impacting the economic growth of rural communities.
Well, shade is optimal to be found here at Trojan Field in Beloit. Fans trying to find it over there on the far side, trying to find it on the near side, sitting back amongst the trees to catch some shade. And we got a little shade here in the press box, and it is a toasty afternoon in Beloit, and we've got us a good ball game in the 8-man Division II All-Star game.
Tied up at 8-8 with 50 seconds to go to halftime.
So we got 4th down and 10 for the West All-Stars, and decision time. I have a feeling they're going to punt this football away. They do not want to give the East a short field if they can't.
No, I think you're right. With less than a minute to go in the half.
.93 right now here in Beloit. Fouls to punt the ball away. Now he gets caught up in the wind. Oh, coming up and making a heck of a play. The ball's fumbled, and Scott Price is on it. So Scott Price fell on it. Looked like Jared Eitzman from St. John's Beloit. St. John's Tipton. Well, it looked like he was going to have some room to run, Larry Jantz, but he forgot to bring the football with him.
That's pretty important commodity.
Very important.
To have that football. Yeah, but he forgot the most important thing, keep the football.
Both teams with one timeout.
The hot potato.
Vincent to throw to the end zone, looking for Price, tipped away.
Oh, nice defensive coverage there by number
on
21.
The coverage. Damian Foster from Waverly.
If he didn't break that up, it was going to be a touchdown for the West. Damian Foster, 5'10", 180-pounder from Waverly Bulldog country. 89 tackles this year, 1 interception, 4 fumble recoveries. Had a pretty active year for his head coach there, Nick Franza from Waverly. Come from over at Cocker City when he was a kid. And
Waconda East High School.
Waconda East, Cocker City, yeah. Down now called probably Lakeside, I suppose is the name of the school, isn't it?
That is correct.
Yeah.
2nd down. Pass out in the flat.
Oh,
Catch is made.
Uh-oh.
Makes another man miss. Tucker Rule inside the 10 and brought down at the 9-yard line.
Good run.
17 yards and a
Yes.
1st down.
Wide receiver today. Great run, great catch. Made a lot of yards on his own. Tough runner. 25 receptions, 513 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
Vincent to throw. Has some time. That one's going to go out of the back of the end zone. Scott Price needed about Wilt Chamberlain height to have a shot at that ball.
And some of these kids wouldn't know who Wilt Chamberlain was, but you certainly do.
1 play left. Barring a defensive penalty with 4 seconds to go in the half, we're tied at 8. Timeout, we'll keep it right here. So it's 4 seconds. West takes that timeout, Larry. They want to see if they can't draw something up to get them 9 yards and a score here.
Well, sure. Break the tie before halftime. That would be a nice goal to have. Of course, they want their offensive keys to win is no turnovers, execute the plays, have trust and confidence in each other. They like to use the spread offense. They run twins a lot, and we've seen that. And they also use the bunch. If they had 4th down and short yardage, they'll kind of like a full house tee. They call it the bunch set, offensive set. The whole key is to try to get their speed, get their motion guys out in space to create havoc on the defense. That's their game plan. So I'd use a lot of misdirection.
I would look at an angle route for Scott Price out of the backfield.
So would I.
Angle to the sideline and then cut it back, kind of like a post.
Across the middle.
Yep. But that's me.
But I'd send a guy to the pylon, send him to the couple, and then bring him underneath of it. He'd score with his speed if he catches the ball. But that's thinking like a quarterback, which I'm a has-been now. Them days is over.
Here it goes, 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. 4 seconds left in the half.
And we got trips to the left. Now they said we're going to see what you set out, how you come out here. Then we're going to call timeout.
Timeout, and all the timeouts have been used. We're going to keep it here. So now the East squad is looking at they need to do defensively.
Yeah, they just want to see what kind of set the green team come out on the West. They had trips to the right. We saw them run that in practice, too.
Well, it's something where you go trips, you can almost run 2 guys towards the back of the end zone, try and draw that defense back a little bit, and then
hit the other guy
shoot
underneath.
Somebody across
Hit
underneath.
the other guy underneath. I'll tell you how you really get them mixed up. If they'd have a center eligible, have everybody lined up one side, huh?
They could do that, but I didn't see him run that at all during practice.
No, but that would be, it would catch them by surprise. Well, we're soon going to find out.
And we've got trips to the near side.
Yeah. A little bit different spacing right now, though, than what they did the first time. They got more of a guy slot in the side there.
Vincent to throw it.
The double pass.
Back to Bowman, looking on the backside. Vincent's open. He's got it.
He's in
Touchdown!
There you go.
Touchdown. They went to the old bag of tricks. Nate Bowman to Trey Vincent, and it is a score for the West.
Uh-oh, and the flag went in the end zone. Is that going to be unnecessary sportsmanship? After the touchdown, I got a feeling it's going to count. Then we're going to penalize them on the extra point. Excessive. Spiking the football. Yes, you did.
Well, they practiced those touchdown celebrations at the pep rally yesterday.
Sure they did. That's part of the drill.
They're just not supposed to use them
in a game setting.
In a game setting.
Yeah. Halfback pass back to the quarterback. I think when we was in high school, we ran that one time against the Fowler Gold Bugs back when they still had a school. And it worked. But you don't see it run very often, do you, Jeremy?
No.
It wouldn't be done up there where you grew up at Smith Center because they didn't ever put the ball in the air.
4 times my senior year.
Yeah, I know it. That's a new offense up there. Would be called air bar to ha, ha, ha. Well, now we're going to go for the extra point.
14-8. West on top.
And now we're going for the 2-point extra point.
Price is going to get the ball. Going to the far side. He's short.
2-point conversion by Scott Price.
Contact over on the far side by by Jared Eitzman from the east. So our score at halftime. The West All-Stars lead it by a score of 14-8. Our score at the break. We'll be back with more from Trojan Field and Beloit after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by H&B Communications, committed to connection. The Brush Group, LLC, Downs, Kansas. Leitner Buildings LLC, Hayes, Kansas. SurePoint Ag Systems and SurePoint Electronics, Atwood, Kansas.
Programming on Smoky Hills PBS is made possible in part by an underwriting grant from Nextech, providing the area with top-notch broadband, business, technology, and advertising solutions. Nextech proudly supports public broadcasting and all of its ventures, impacting the economic growth of rural communities.
Welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit. We're at halftime of the Kansas 8-man All-Star Division II All-Star game, and it's time to take a look at our first half stats. Brought to you by Cunningham Telephone and Cable, serving North Central Kansas. First for the East squad, 77 yards through the air, 70 yards on the ground, 147 total yards. They have 2 turnovers, 3 penalties for 15 yards, 1 first down, and they have 8 points on the board. For the West All-Stars, 153 yards through the air, -4 on the ground, 149 total yards, 1 turnover. No penalties for the West squad, 5 first downs, and 14 points on the board. Our score at halftime, the West All-Stars up by a score of 14-8. Again, our halftime statistics for the 2022 Kansas 8-man All-Star Division II game on Smoky Hills PBS are brought to you by Cunningham Telephone and Cable, serving North Central Kansas. Again, our score 14-8. We're back with your second half kickoff after this timeout on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Landmark Implement. Experience the Landmark difference. Schooler Company, located in Downs, Kansas, serving our agribusiness customers in the Downs area. Nextech Wireless, we are Kansas. The Brush Group, LLC, Downs, Kansas. Simpson Farm Enterprises of Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit. Dietz and Hardman Law Office, Osborne and Smith Center, Kansas.
And welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit. We are just getting ready to start the second half of the Kansas 8-man All-Star Division II game. The West All-Stars with a 14-8 lead. And it is that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the game had the first half had ended. First half ended, it ends up being a 15-yard penalty on the opening kickoff of the second half, so they'll kick it from the 35-yard line of the West. So you got to think Philip Debley is going to be kicking an onside kick here, right?
That's what I thought. But he didn't. He wants a field goal.
So that is a touchback, and so we will be first down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Fans, by the way, still not too late for you to head and get some cool drinks in the concession stand here underneath the bleachers on the north side of the stadium.
So first down and 10 from the 15, just underway here in the second half. The West with the football and a 14-8 lead.
And they either come out into the spread, the Twins, or bunch.
Back to pass, Vincent throws it over the middle. Uhl with the catch. Brought down immediately by Damian Foster. At the gain of 2 on the play. We'll call a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Just a quick pass over the middle worked pretty good. Then Uhl had a nice catch. Those are easy to throw behind a receiver, though, if you're not careful.
Yep. They have to time out right. They can end up an interception real easy. Goes behind them, they tip it up, and
Yes.
there you go.
Trips to the right.
Vincent's going to throw. He's under pressure. Throws it out in the flat. Catch is made by Van Lays. He has a first down, but I believe we're going to have a hold
That's what I think.
back inside the 10. That'll be a half the distance to the goal because it's from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
If I am correct with my call.
I think the white hat will tell you. Yeah, holding on offense.
It is a hold.
And it's going to be what? From the spot?
Yeah, half the distance from the spot, so it'll put it about the 4.5-yard line.
Okay. Nine-yard line.
I thought you had to mark it from the spot of the foul. I could be wrong.
Maybe that's where it's at. When
It could be. Maybe it just didn't throw the flag far enough. So, well, there we go. We got a penalty. Half the distance to the goal. It's second down and 16. Vincent throws it into the wind. It's up. It is intercepted and then dropped. Boy, he had it. Then he dropped it. Cole Lacey is going to have that one in his dreams for a while.
Yes, he did. Did a good job. He had him well covered. Everything but wrapped it up and called it. But maybe the other receiver, number 20 maybe, or 30, excuse me, no, it's 20, couldn't read the number right.
So third down and 16 for the West.
The pass is intended for Scott Price. Like to get that speedster out in the middle of wide open spaces so he can turn on the afterburners. Look at there. Look how far off they're playing him right now.
They don't want him to run by him. There's the middle screen. Catch is made by Jewell, but he is not going to go very far. Gets up to the 14-yard line, picks up 5, well short of the first down.
That would have been a good opportunity then to throw the ball to Price about 10 yards across the line of scrimmage. Let him go one-on-one with somebody.
Mason Schur back deep.
Yep.
Caden Faust to punt it away for the West.
We got Cole Lamach over here going to go down and do a little coverage. Pretty good punt.
Going to bounce backwards, and then will be checked up by Nate Bowman at the 39-yard line. So we first down and 10 from the 39 with 9:44 to play here in the third quarter.
Yes, sir. And your official crew today is Darren Kistner, Steve Burris, Gary Miser, Brady Rand, and Kevin Boozer. Approximately 35, 40 years given their skills as game officials in the state of Kansas. So East ball on their own 39-yard line.
Option left. Sure has nowhere to go. Even though he didn't make the tackle, Owen Hurd forced him back inside. Rusty Erickson there.
Yes. Rusty flexed.
Loss of a couple on, we'll call it loss of 2. Bring second down and 12.
Oh, Rusty's flexed his muscles after making that tackle, boy. Number 77 for the South Barber Chieftains. 6 foot, 235-pounder. Had 43 tackles for the Chieftains this year.
Pass out in the flat. Catch is made. Lance.
Yeah.
He's brought down inbounds.
By Cole Lamach, and then finished by the cornerback, number 22.
Picks up 6 yards on the play.
So Jaden Coleman finished him off, but Cole Lamach got him first, playing free safety from Central Plains. 77 tackles, 4 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries. by Colamash this year, 6 foot, 175 pounder. Central Plains Oilers. And then the Dighton Hornet. Jaden Coleman come in and finished him off.
3rd down and 6. Back to pass. Cunningham under some pressure. Gets up the field, close to a first down, powers through and is going to have a first down. Lamont finally brings him down after a gain of 10 yards on the play. Kylan Cunningham with the tough run.
Yes, it was. Hearing every bit of it, he got too. Did a good job on his own breaking tackles. And, of course, he's had carries, 85 carries for 644 yards and 21 touchdowns. Passed for over 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions this year for the Lakeside team. Kylan Cunningham, 6 foot, 170-pound quarterback for the East All-Stars. Great individual run that time by himself to get the first down.
1st down and 10. East All-Stars trailing right now, 14-8.
Quarterback Reed.
Cunningham's going to keep it. Looking for the edge. Gets hit and brought down at the 25.
Yes.
Nate Bowman, well, he's made an impact on the game
Yes,
today. Pickup of 2.
Yeah, Nate Bowman, 5 foot, 960-pounder from Buckland. Had 73 tackles this year for the Aces. 3 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. Nate Bowman, jersey number 10, 5'9", 160-pound senior. And here we got twins to the right and one in motion. Whoops.
There's an option to the right to Sure.
Uh-oh.
Out to the edge. He's going to be brought down at about the 19-yard line. Pick up a 6. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Also, Chance Hilger and Colamacha on the stop. 3rd down, give a call, 3 yards to go.
Third and 3. Look for those linebackers and free safety. Cole Lamont playing free safety. Grant Sean Rock from Victoria, linebacker. Play sound defense.
3rd down. Here's a give. Lance cuts it back across the grain. He's short of the first down.
Yeah.
He got a yard on the play. It's 4th down and 2. There's Schoenrock again.
He just one tough dude. But fundamentally sound by Doug Overly. Victoria Knights coach forever. Rule 10 coach. Does a little physical therapy and for the Good Samaritan Home, folks in Hayes, Kansas.
So 4th down. Caught a long 2 here. East really needs to convert this one. Cunningham rolling to his right, throws it up the field. Oh, what a strong catch and a first down. Dayton lands on the receiving end. Scott Price was right in his hip pocket, but the pass was exactly where it needed to be and a strong catch and a first down.
That's right. And Dayton Lance, he was kind of a question mark whether he get to play today because he had some health issues too. But 91, had 12 receptions for 193 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Osborne Bulldogs.
So 1st down and 10. The ball rests just outside the 15. The East is so close to at least tying this. They go back to that I formation, all in brown. We'll see if they give the big fella from Thunder Ridge a handle here. He got it. He was like a bowling ball for 4.
Would you say it's a bowling ball with wheels?
A bowling ball with, well, you really don't need wheels.
Well, he had something moving.
We'll say a gain of 3 on the play for Allen Brown. Raby, O'Hara, Brandt clearing the way.
Yeah.
Second down and 7. Brown again. Still on his feet. And they will stack him up after a gain of about 4 or 5. It's going to be third down and 2 or 3.
He was one determined dude, wasn't he? Yeah, I tell you.
He is strong.
Oh, he is strong.
He's fun to watch play, too. So gain of 4 on the play for Brown.
Yeah. 5'10", 220-pounder.
Damian Foster from Waverly brings the play in.
He ran the ball 61 times this year for Thunder Ridge, 477 yards and 15 touchdowns.
The
like
East
said,
is
knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door and taking some time off this clock. They're sure up the middle, but he is brought down. Price is in there.
Yeah.
Also having a piece of it was the big fella, Rusty Erickson. Gain of a yard on the play. 4th and 2.
You hear him a lot, don't you? Scott Price number about offense or defense. You hear him a lot, as well as on Rusty, nose guard for the West team.
Well, if I am the West defense right here, I have reminded everybody to watch the football. Jason Abbotts and Philip Debley will anchor the lines on the end. And Cunningham looked like a busted play.
Yeah.
Cunningham went right, everybody else went left. It's a loss of 2 on the play, and the defense holds, and it's a turnover on downs. Looked like they wanted to run that option, and somebody was confused.
Yeah, I'd say it's supposed to be a quarterback read or an option play, and somebody forgot their part of the action. So he had to end up keeping it, and he ate it. I don't think he had any salt and pepper either when he went down. He ate it.
So with 2:08 to play in the third quarter, the West has the football up by 6.
In motion went number 3 for a little bit. Old Jewel.
Now motioning the other way. Cade Welsh. Vincent in some trouble.
Whoa.
Now he has some room. Gets a little bit of a block from Van Lays, lowers his shoulder, and in on the tackle was Damian Foster. And that's going to be a pickup of 20 yards, 20 yards on the play for Trey Vincent.
Good individual effort, wasn't it? It looked like he was going to be stopped for no gain there for a while. Then he broke loose of it and zagged and broke to the outside, the sideline, and 20-yard gain. Great run by Trey Vincent from Wheatland Grinnell. He carried the ball this year 60 times for 505 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Third quarter clock is dissolving quickly here, and we got a false start.
Yes, we do.
On my count, that's the first penalty on the West today.
No, they had the one because of the end zone.
That was against the
It was against the West after the touchdown.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My brain's not wrapping around, but yeah, you're right.
That's the second penalty. That's okay. It's a little hot up here.
Just a little bit.
Wonder what they're going to do now. Uh-oh.
Vincent to throw. Over the middle, has a man, incomplete. Pass a little bit low for Tucker Uhl. But I'll bet you if you asked him after the game, he'll tell you he should have caught it.
That's right. That brought back memories years ago of a kid from Central Plains you and I saw. If it
Lane
Bieberly. Lane Bieberly. He would have caught that ball in a heartbeat. For the Central Plains Oilers years ago. I don't care where you threw it, that kid would catch it. He had great, incredible hands.
Had a great career at Fort Hays State as
Yes,
well
he did.
for Chris Brown.
Yes, he did.
2nd and 15.
You got Van Lees, the tall guy out there on the end, split in. They get him open. It's just a quarter. Look at
Vincent right up the middle. Pick up a little bit. Phoenix Finnegan on the tackle, a gain of 6 on the play. Finnegan, 6 foot, 185-pounder from Wakefield. Making a nice play there and bringing down Vincent before he could get any further.
Yeah, playing left end today, had 41 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries for his school, Wakefield, this year. Phoenix Finnegan.
3rd down.
A long 8, looks like. We got Twins to the right.
Vincent to throw it. He's got pressure. He's going to step up and he's going to air it out down the field. It is caught! It's a touchdown. There's a flag on the play. It is a touchdown. Cade Welsh from 48 yards out.
Yeah, great throw, great catch. Well, the West is clapping, so we know who that was against.
So the West with 20 unanswered points.
And here comes the 2-point attempt in from the Brain Trust from the West. Trevor Powell, Buckland, he's the offensive coordinator. Mike Wilmot is the defensive coordinator for the West, and Rigo Hahn is the head coach. So here we go. Sends him in motion. Kane Welch in motion.
Option to the right side. They pitch it. Ball is fumbled and recovered. The conversion is no good, and that is going to be the final play of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, your score, the West All-Stars 20, the East All-Stars 8. We're back with your fourth quarter after this timeout on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by H&B Communications, committed to connection. Leitner Buildings, LLC, Hayes, Kansas. Simpson Farm Enterprises of Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit. SurePoint Ag Systems and SurePoint Electronics, Atwood, Kansas.
Programming on Smoky Hills PBS is made possible in part by an underwriting grant from Nextech, providing the area with top-notch broadband, business, technology, and advertising solutions. Nextech proudly supports public broadcasting and all of its ventures, impacting the economic growth of rural communities.
Back at Trojan Field in Beloit. Fourth quarter getting ready to get underway on Smoky Hills PBS, the Kansas 8-Man Division II All-Star Game. Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jantz. And it will be a kickoff for the West squad. And Larry, they get a long pass play, 48 yards from Trey Vincent to Cade Welsh to put them up by 2 scores. And now the pressure is definitely square on the shoulders of the East squad.
That's just a fine catch. I mean, that was a long pass. How many yards was that, Jeremy?
48.
48 yards. Great throw. It's almost like he's on his back foot, too. And that takes a lot of strength to get the ball to where he needed to go. 48 yards in the air. Great catch. Didn't break stride. And Welch did the rest of it from the old Tri-Plains Brewster team. I think they're called the Titans, if I remember correctly, when they play together. Tri-Plains Brewster Titans.
Kickoff coming. Owen Hurd from South Central to put the ball in the air. Kick is going to be out of bounds. Looks like they are going to have them kick it over, back 5 yards back.
Yeah, re-kick it. I think they'd like to try to get sure out in the open, maybe have a kickoff return for a touchdown, which they need one. They've had, 20 unanswered points scored against them.
Yep.
So here we go.
Very returnable kick. Sure has it at the 16. Comes up to the near side looking for a block and is going to be down as he crosses the 30. And they'll mark him at about the 37-yard line. So good field position to start this drive for the East All-Stars.
If the sideline didn't get him, he'd still be running.
Darn sideline just
gets
cause all kinds of problems.
Sure. Sideline gets a lot of receivers' way or running back way. Is that the ninth defensive person you call it? Since it's 8-man football, would that be the ninth? Yeah, okay. Run him to the sideline. Oh, that didn't work very well.
Sure on the carry, and he's going to lose a couple of yards.
There definitely was a mix-up in that play. Sure gets the ball and tackled by Cunningham, his quarterback, or something like that. Well, second
down and 12.
Yeah.
11 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter.
They got Twins to the left.
That ball is tipped and caught by Cunningham.
And you threw it again.
That's a double pass. You can't do that.
Well,
you can throw it forward twice.
You can do it if you don't get caught.
Well, you can do anything if you don't get caught.
Well, yeah. He's a pass to himself. He got it again. But if you don't get caught, the referees didn't throw the flag. It would have been okay.
That's an illegal forward pass.
Well, sure it is. We've seen all sorts of weird things happen today. Or unusual, should I say. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe a second pass is illegal.
So second down and a ways. We'll call it 20. Back to pass Cunningham over the middle. Oh, nice grab.
Yes,
pulled out of the air by Lane Bartley. And he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 11.
Tight end today from the old Waverly Bulldogs is Lane Bartley. 6 foot, 480 pounder. And they needed every little bit of his 6'4" to grab that one, bring it down.
They did.
Had 38 receptions this year for the Bulldogs at Waverly, 585 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Call it third down and 10 as the clock winds under 9:40 to go. Cunningham over the middle, has Bartley again, and he is going to be brought down short of the first down. Jaden Coleman from Dighton on the tackle. Gain of 5 on the play, 4th and 5.
They got Twins to the right in motion.
Cunningham throws it, incomplete.
But 22.
Coleman again,
got his
intended for Schoen, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
He got his left hand on that ball. Cade Coleman, the 6 foot, 160 pounder from the Dighton Horlick country. 77 tackles this year, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. And he almost got another one then. But turnover and downs. So the West All-Stars take over on their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
So 1st down and 10. We'll see if West All-Stars implement a little running game here to take the clock. Well, they're going to fumble the ball, fumble the snap, and recovered by Vincent. Olin Brown, the first one there for the East squad to put a little pressure.
He's lucky he got back on it. Because Olin Brown almost had a fumble recovery. 5'10", 220 pounder from Thunder Ridge. 127 tackles this year for Thunder Ridge. And 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. And almost had another one.
He is pretty darn active.
Pretty active, strong. 5'10", 220, like a bulldozer.
Vincent going to throw it up the field, looking for Jewell, incomplete.
Nobody home. Nobody home. Way over any receivers. Yeah. But he was pressured, had to get rid of it. Brings up a 3rd and about 14 from their own 33-yard line, looks like. Timeout. They're going to have a little timeout and talk about it.
Timeout on the field. 8 minutes to go in this one. We'll take the timeout with you. We're back after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Landmark Implement. Experience the Landmark difference. Schooler Company, located in Downs, Kansas, serving our agribusiness customers in the Downs area. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. The Brush Group, LLC, Downs, Kansas. Dietz and Hardman Law Office, Osborne and Smith Center, Kansas.
And welcome back to Trojan Field on Smoky Hills PBS, the Kansas 8-Man Division II All-Star Game. And right now, the West in front by a score of 20-8 with 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
And we just had a timeout and given all the players a water break, try to keep them hydrated because it's a little toasty afternoon here in Beloit. In the Division II East-West All-Star Game.
So 3rd down and 14. The ball rests just inside the 34-yard line. Powell is going to take this direct snap on this one. Jewell motions out. Bowman. That one skipped, incomplete.
Yeah.
Well, Bowman and Powell, teammates, look an awful lot alike when they're
Yes, they do.
when they're lined up and you can't see their number.
He was a quarterback, though, for Buckland. You know, he had, he had 130 catches as a receiver, 658, carries. Passed for 1,246 yards for the Buckland Aces.
Faust back to punt. Gets the kick away.
A good one.
Spiraling kick. Lands at the 5, bounces into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And first down and 10 from the 15-yard line with 7:48 to play.
Yes.
First down and 10 for the East. Time is starting to run out for them with 7:48 to go, and they have 65 yards in front of them. Pass out in the flat. Sure makes a catch. Gets a block. Cade Welsh shoves him out of bounds at the 20. A gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, 5 yards. Brings up 2nd 5. The sideline got in his way again. But a good 5-yard gain. Get 5, get out of bounds, stop the clock, preserve a little time on the clock, and then Sure goes to the sidelines. Got the next offensive play by Brian Hadley.
Second down, 5 yards to go. Motion. Cunningham will keep it. Upended short of the first down.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and short.
Price on the tackle. Gain of a couple on the play. Temperature up to 94 here in Beloit right now.
And 3rd and 2, a long 2.
Cunningham to throw it. Out in the flat, as his Lakeside teammate Shown. Good enough for a first down. Across the 30 to the 31. Gain of 8 yards.
Shown this year for Lakeside had 47 receptions for 1,088 yards and 15 touchdowns in the air. So a great job there by the connection, like you mentioned, Lakeside, Cunningham to Shown. A good combination all year long.
First down and 10, clock winding towards 6th minute.
And they got those spread offense going.
Ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Raby. Owen Raby from Thunder Ridge.
Good thing he was there.
Picked it up and said, let me see if I can do something here. Loses 2.
And Owen Raby had, he played left guard today. 6 foot, 200-pounder from Thunder Ridge, and thank God he was there. But 2nd down and 12 yards, Jeremy, and that's when not moving the ball in the right direction. Run the power eye, the spread, the pistol. Here they come out here. They got them split. Got a little spread action going.
Cunningham throws it out in the flat. Catch is made. Look out.
Shown.
Good by Jay Shown. Breaks a tackle into the end zone for the touchdown. That one goes for 52 yards and a score.
Yeah. I think the D-back might have been Scott Price, that he slipped and fell and went down. And when you're one-on-one out there and you fall down, the turf's got you, it's goodbye. Good pass and a great catch, and to follow a hell of a run. Just one heck of a run.
That's not the first time those guys have made that connection.
No, that's at least 15 times during the season.
20-14 is the score. This 2-point conversion, if they can convert, would
It's
bring
important.
it down to 4. Cunningham to throw it over the middle, tipped and incomplete. So with 5:13 to play in the fourth, our score is 20-14. The fans over here on the near side, well, and the fans over there on the far side, sitting in the sun, Larry Chance, and it's a warm one. I hope everybody's getting hydrated, staying hydrated, and we can all enjoy our air conditioners in our vehicle when we get in and drive home, right?
Depart. Yes.
Well, the East gets the score. Now the West will have a chance with the ball back. Now, one thing we haven't seen out of the West today, Larry Jantz, is a rushing game.
No, we
This
haven't.
is where you really want a rushing game.
If you can.
But you can. The short passing game is almost like an extended
running game.
So we'll see what happens.
If you
here.
connect the short run, if the pass is a positive one, catch. But if you don't, you just wasted the play and you didn't gain any yards.
So Debley will tee this one up at the 30-yard line.
Yes, sir.
The kickoff coming from Debley.
Old Phillip, the Hanover Wildcat.
In the air. Bowman in the end zone.
Debley's kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 15 for the West squad.
Yes, sirree. 1st and 15 for the West All-Stars.
1st and 10 from the 15.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 15-yard line. We got 1st and 10 to go.
This heat's getting to us.
Yes, it is. This ain't six-man football either.
No. Not last time I checked.
No. But if we were six-man, that'd be proper.
1st and 15.
Yeah. And what's interesting about that, that'd be legal in Acacia next year.
Yep.
Yeah, and anybody other people can catch the ball, right? Yeah, all of them is pass eligible.
Here we go. 1st
Yeah.
and 10. Vincent's going to try and direct a drive that can. Oh, the ball's loose. And Vincent in trouble, and he is going to be hit. He gets the ball away.
Looks like
Breaking a
face mask.
tackle, and we
There's
got a
face
flag
mask.
on the play. We might have a face mask.
That's what we're going to have.
Welsh on the receiving end. Is it a personal foul?
Yeah, it'd be he's got a face mask.
No flag.
Uh-oh.
So maybe the angle looked like a face mask, and another official came in and said not so fast.
Well, I saw
Boy,
his head.
Vincent pulled something out of a hat there to keep it from being a big loss for his squad.
A little Houdini action. Well, he led his team to one of the best finishes ever had, Wheatland Grinnell, 11-2. Runner-up in state football last year in Division II
Ran into a pretty good Axtell team.
with no senior starters.
Should be pretty good again this coming season.
Yes, they will be.
Vincent to throw. Airs it out. Has a man out there. It's Uhl. He's got it.
Yes,
He's
great
got a
kick.
first down at the 28-yard line.
Yule, Tucker Yule.
36 yards and a first down.
That Tucker Yule, he's quite the receiver. Did a great job. South Central, Tucker Yule, 6'2", 170-pounder. Which South Central, you see, is part of Coldwater Protection. Goes together for their unified school district now, south of Greensburg. Years ago, it was called the Coldwater Eagles. Tucker Yule, nice catch. Move the sticks for the West.
And more importantly, they get to take some more of that valuable time off the clock.
And a first down action, too. Another first down for them.
Jewell in motion. Pass back to him. He hesitates.
Oh!
Upended. And he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now you have to start asking yourself, if you're Brian Hadley, how soon do I start using my timeouts? I think you can still hold on to them for a little bit, but not for very long.
If they get another first down, then they're going to have to, because they're just running the ball and they're going to run out of time.
If they stop him for a gain of less than 5 yards right here, I'll bet you they'll use it their first time out. Back to pass is Vincent. He's looking. He's going to air it out for the end zone. Way too tall.
He tried to went to Price, didn't he? Yeah.
Got Price, the intended receiver.
He's
and
fast.
So the best of both worlds for
the East.
Because clock stops and no gain.
That's right.
Third down and 10. 2:31 to go.
Yes, sir. Took a little while to get back to the huddle there. They bring Scher in here for defense, take Alden Brown out. Because they got a feeling they think third down long, it's going to probably be a pass play. So bring Scher in for a little bit quicker action.
This is a big play. Even if you don't get a first down, but can pick up 7 or 8 yards. Oh, tough one. It's going to be intercepted on the run. Jarrett Eitzman with the interception. The Beloit product brings it back to the 35, and he redeems himself from his fumbled punt in the first half.
Yes, he did.
East will take over at their own 35-yard line, first down and 10.
Yeah. So East got the ball with 2:22 to go, and they trail by 6. First down on their own 35-yard line. Got 45 yards to go to try to tie the game up, or eventually go the lead.
Well, the East brought the pressure at the right time, Larry Jantz.
Yes, they did. They had a blitz going.
And Vincent, of course, hindsight being 20/20, sometimes you take the sack.
Yeah, been smarter if he would have.
Throw out in the flat.
He's down.
That is incomplete.
Even if it was complete. If it was complete, he'd have been down because his knees hit anyway.
It's probably best that it was.
That's right, because now we got 2nd and 10.
If you are a supporter of the East squad, the West squad, you'd like to see him catch that ball.
Yeah, and lose 3. Yeah.
Second down, 10.
Second and 10.
Back to pass, throw out in the flat. Scher dropped the football. And he had some room to run out there. There were some guys out there, but he probably could have picked up 6 or 7 yards because of the momentum that would have carried him forward.
And with his speed, you never know. He might have broke something and go because he's a tough runner.
The first score of the ball game was somewhat similar to that play.
Yes.
As far as him getting on the edge. So third down and 10, 2:14 to play.
Another kind of critical situation for both teams, especially the East right now. They're going to time out and think about it.
Yeah, so we'll take it with you. 2:14 to play. We've got a tight one here in Beloit. We're back after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
Coach Hadley wants to talk about it.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by Landmark Implement. Experience the Landmark difference. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. Leitner Buildings LLC, Hayes, Kansas. Simpson Farm Enterprises of Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit. SurePoint Ag Systems and SurePoint Electronics, Atwood, Kansas.
Back in Beloit, 3rd down and 10 for the Division II East All-Stars, trailing 20-14. There's a reverse pass. Have a man, incomplete. Wide open was Jay Schoen. That pass came from Cole Lacey, but he just could not
Get enough under it. Yeah. No, he would have made the first down, but his pass was just short. But he had enough distance for a first down if he would have caught it.
So 4th down and 10.
He was at about the I think he slid around the 28-yard line, so he had just barely enough for first down if it would have been successful. But 4th down and 10 yards. Now what's Coach Hadley got up his sleeve?
They'll spread it out. Back to pass Cunningham. A little bit of time. Now he's going to roll to his left. He's going to try and run. He breaks the tackle. Cunningham down the sideline and knocked out of bounds.
Broken play.
At the 19-yard line. He broke a tackle about 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage and then took it all the way down to the 19-yard line. 26 yards on the carry.
A great individual action by Cunningham. He did a great job.
Keeps the game alive.
Yes, he did.
And puts a little pressure on the West defense. They really haven't had a lot of pressure in this game, Larry Jantz.
No, and when he run the ball this year for Lakeside, he had 644 yards on 85 carries for 21 touchdowns. So he can run the ball. You saw he had good speed. The pass for over 1,200 yards. Now what are we going to do? Low snap.
Throw out in the flat. Incomplete pass. Yeah. That play was doomed from the beginning.
That's right.
Because as soon as that ball's low, then all of a sudden Cunningham hurries. His pass was hurried, and it was low and incomplete.
Yep. Well, the West team, their keys to win was the communication. They're out there, create turnovers, and limit big plays. So far, they've done most all those things.
Another low snap.
Oh, yeah.
And Cunningham got hammered, and there he was, Scott Price, on the blitz and a timeout. That's a loss, a big loss of 10 yards. And bring up 3rd down and 20. We'll keep it right here. Now, if you are the East All-Stars, you're drawing up a play that's going to get – you'd love to get it all back right here, Larry Jantz, but you need to get 20 yards in 2 plays, knowing you have 2 plays. You can draw one up to get 10, 15, and have something for the 4th down play.
Yeah, you'd try not to get it all the first time because you may not have – if Scott Price blitzes again like he did last time, he ain't going to have time to get it done. That was a great job by Scott Price, how he blitzed in there. He had 106 tackles this year for the Buckland Aces, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble recovery. Playing linebacker today, and he blitzed him pretty good right then, didn't he? Boy, he had him down.
They might want to think about a middle screen.
That just what took the words out of my mouth.
Might want to think about a middle screen. But also, if you're the West All-Stars, might want to think about faking that blitz, stepping up in the hole for a split second, and then backing out of it.
Another one you can run that screen with could be a wide receiver or on the flat. Screen out in the flat would be that Schoen kid who they're used to that connection all year long, teammates in high school. That might be a good option.
1 timeout left for the East. 3rd down and 20.
Back to pass, over the middle. Catch is made by Bartley, and he got part of it back. We'll call it
Yeah, it's still going to be
5. It'll bring up 4th and 15.
Yeah. 4th and 15, just don't let anybody behind you. So now we got to limit the big plays, communicate. Defense want to communicate, make sure everybody's got the reads. Try to create a turnover, or at least keep them short of 15 yards so you can have a turnover on downs, then run out the clock.
Phoenix Finnegan is in. He lines up as the tight end on the left side.
Yes.
Cunningham looking to throw it. Looking for his man Schoen. It's knocked down. Smart play there by Cole Lamont.
Yeah.
Just to knock it down. He didn't try to intercept it. He said, let's knock it down, and now all the West has to do is take a knee, Larry Jansen. This game will be over.
Yes, it will be. Yes.
Yeah, most kids at that point, a lot of kids, a lot of professionals,
But
be like, I'm going to get the interception. But Lamont said, no, I'm going to knock it down, and then all we have to do is take a knee a couple times, and this ball game will be over. And they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them with a minute to go. We're back after this on Smoky Hills PBS.
The 2022 Division II 8-Man All-Star Game on Smoky Hills PBS is brought to you by H&B Communications, committed to connection. Schooler Company, located in Downs, Kansas, serving our agribusiness customers in the Downs area. The Brush Group, LLC, Downs, Kansas. Leitner Buildings, LLC, Hayes, Kansas. Simpson Farm Enterprises of Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit. Dietz and Hardman Law Office, Osborne and Smith Center, Kansas.
Programming on Smoky Hills PBS is made possible in part by an underwriting grant from Nextech, providing the area with top-notch broadband, business, technology, and advertising solutions. Nextech proudly supports public broadcasting and all of its ventures, impacting the economic growth of rural communities.
First down and 10. The West with the football.
On a turnover and downs.
Snap it back, put a knee down.
Make them use their last timeout.
And it doesn't look like they are going to use that timeout. So Isaac Mendez, who hurts hamstrings in track and field, is able to get in on this down. On this set of downs, he'll take the snap, put a knee down, and depending on when they spot the ball, they will not have to snap it again. And that's going to be it. And these two teams will shake hands, give hugs, and have lifetime memories. The Division II West wins it by a score of 20-14. And Larry Jantz, it was a nip and tuck game the whole way where defenses really dominated today.
Yes, it did. Right from the get-go. Good, great job. And a little closer than what maybe we thought. But defense did control this game. No question.
And it was a few big plays. It was some smaller plays, but, you know, it just seemed like neither team could really dominated the game. There's a few players that dominated, but overall the teams, you know, it looked like the East All-Stars defensive pressure on Vincent was good, but also in the same way the West All-Stars did a good job keeping the speed and strength of the likes of Mason Schur under wraps for the most part.
Yeah, they did a good job keeping him out. I thought he'd have a bigger game than what he even had, but that gives great credit goes to the defense by the West to slow him down. He had to be a threat coming in that they kept the coaches nervous, probably gave them nightmares worried about their game plan for the day, truthfully.
Boy, and these kids, this will be something they'll remember for the rest of their lives. I mean,
They'll remember this week. They'll remember this game, and as Grant Stevenson in his presentation last night said, you will, after a while, you'll forget about the game itself, but the memories of everybody you had a chance to play with and got a chance to meet this week, those will last for a lifetime.
Yes, sir. And what a great speech it was. Not just for the kids, but for people of all ages, if they paid attention.
And really a great job by the NCK Tech staff, David Dubert, camp director, everybody that jumps in and helps him out. Man, what a job to put this on every year. They find a way to make it happen, and it comes to an end with a 20-14 win by the West All-Stars. And most of these kids, last time they'll put those helmets and put those pads on.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Again, your final score, 20-14. Special thanks to everybody who made the broadcast possible, to those mentioned just a little bit ago with Beloit and NCK Tech, to everybody in the truck for Smoky Hills PBS back at the station, working to make these broadcasts possible, the camera operators who are out there in the direct sunlight, and to color analyst Larry Jantz. This is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Trojan Field in Beloit. Again, your 8-man All-Star Division II winners. It was the West All-Stars, 20-14. So long from Beloit on Smoky Hills PBS.